How are you all tonight? I hope you're doing well, feeling blessed. Let's just get straight to the reading, shall we? Oh, you can see I got my sage going here, so yeah. Spirit, what is it the collective needs to know about central energies for December 14th, 2023? King of Wands reversed. Somebody's ruthless and has some unachievable expectations. Behaving impulsively, the best stuff. Behaving impulsively. Challenged by the devil and the upright. They may have attachments. Addictions, destructive behaviors. They have high expectations, but they have these attachments to these lower vibrational energies. In the subconscious, we've got strength and the Hierophant and the upright. So in the subconscious, they could see themselves as a strong religious leader. They could see themselves as a high level person. That's how they see themselves. They see themselves as a leader, as a religious leader, or some person who is kind of in charge of society and its rules. That's who he sees himself as. In the recent past, King of Cups, somebody has been using their emotions and their impulses wisely. They're very balanced. And they're very mature around negative energies. Very tolerant on scene. So it could just be that, okay, the intentions, expectations. their intentions and expectations was a 9 of Cups in the upright. But we've also got the Fool in the reverse. So it could be that they were expecting to be able to hold back somehow this wish come true for somebody. They were trying to, so there's a wish come true, but they were wanting to hold it back. They want to hold it back. They're making bad choices, trying to stop somebody's wish come true. In the near future, we've got the Knight of Wands. Somebody is really going to go for it. They're committed to their vision, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals. They know that they have limitless potential, and the energy is high right now. The lens they're looking through. Whoa. Lens they're looking through. So we've got somebody's making plans. Somebody's making plans to rush forward, and it's an overseas thing, so they could be on a different continent, planning on rushing over here. To cause trauma and despair for a 2 of Cups. So somebody's actually like whatever they've been doing behind the scenes isn't working. So now it looks like they have to actually physically get involved. In the environment, all that was 8 of Wands. So something's going to be happening very quickly. There will be a swift change. Hopes and fears is that they can there's somebody here who's an Empress in the reverse. They want to flip somebody. They want to flip the Empress quickly. That's what they want to do. They want to stop this wish come true for this Empress. They want to flip her upside down. They want to bring fear and nightmares to this love, to this 2 of Cups connection that's coming in for her. And they want to bring it very quickly. What's the result, Spirit? 6 of Pentacles. So there is fairness. There's an inheritance. That's what they want. They want the inheritance. They want the Empress's wish come true. On the outgoing energy, there's a Knight of Cups here in the upright. So somebody's coming forward to make a proposal. Yeah. They actually have to get physically involved now. They have to come in and try to insert themselves physically into the Empress's life. They have to come in and actually get physically involved, because whatever they were doing to the mental, and maybe they were trying to get a spiritual contract or something, and maybe she's just not going for it. So now they got to actually come and get physical and try to, they're all. I heard them say one time that they were all actors, and they're very good at pretending to be. They speak the love language very well, but they don't embody it. So the essence doesn't carry it, and that's what the narcissist is they can do things that seem to be very generous, but at the same time they've got to control every aspect of it. So there's no freedom with it. It looks pretty, but there's no freedom with it. So we've got a ruthless person here. Who can't get this Empress out of his thoughts. He's challenged because he's got attachments to these lower vibrational entities, and he could have addictions and stuff too. He's very materialistic and codependent. He can't do anything on his own. He has to have the energy and the essence of this Empress. He has to have her wish come true. He has to connect to her in order to steal and attain her wish come true. He's got to connect with her and contract with her, and she won't contract with him in the spirit. So now he's got to move forward, cross the seas and everything, to try to quickly get it in a connection, and then flip her so that he can gain her inheritance. So he's challenged by spirit. What is he challenged by? He's challenged. He doesn't want to. He's trying to. He doesn't want to face adjudication. He's challenged because he's attached to these lower vibrational energies, and he's coming under adjudication, and he needs to attach and be covered by the essence of this Empress so that he can get out, so that he can escape this adjudication. See, in his subconscious, he knows that she is very strong. And like the Hierophant's here, so he knows that being in union with her, it would make him very strong. He has to go to the courthouse. He's in the courthouse right now. He's under adjudication. He's in court. Or he's thinking about court. The idea of the court is in his subconscious. He's trying to get out of adjudication. He's got attachments to these lower vibrational entities. He did a lot of shady crap that he's hooked to. He's attached to. I think he wants to offload all of that onto this Empress. He wants to flip the Empress by dumping all this shit onto her so that he can walk away with her inheritance. That's all he wants to do. Be very careful with who's trying to hook up with you right now. Because you got this lurker out here. You got this lurker, and he's putting a whole bunch of mental energy into this. And he's working with all kinds of friends. And he don't care right now. He's just going to dump it all on, because it doesn't matter now. What is he going to do? He just go, whatever. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, in the recent past, we got a King of Cups who's emotionally balanced and tolerant. He's very empathic. Very mature with negative energies. His intention and expectation is this wish come true. He wants to hold it back. he wants to bring a hesitation to to the acceptance of this wish come true, which could be this Two of Cups. He's working to bring delay to this wish come true. Yeah, he wants to this house. So there's a going to the house. Like maybe this could be, the Heavenly Father's mansions, This could be that wish come true where you get to advance, you get to like move up, and this guy wants to steal it from that Empress. I certainly hope people are paying attention to this in the regard of this divine feminine. I certainly hope she has her guardians around her, because this slime ball is he just is sending in the whole freaking crowd. Woo! Look at me! I am a passionate Knight of Wands. I am a high energy. I'm gonna come right in here and make everything fun, right? But he's just a pawn. He's just a puppet of this one. He's like, go over there and he's like, go over there and get with her and latch on, right? Somebody, like they're trying to hide a message of concern. And this card was on the floor too. And it's worry, and it's upside down. It says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So they're very worried. They got a message of concern, and they don't want this message of concern to get out. They don't want other people to know about it. They're very worried about it. They're rushing forward. They're very unpredictable. They're very charming, and they want to, so that's what they're doing. And they're moving forward here very ambitiously, to bring fear and anxiety around a Two of Cups union. And that could be, whoa, holy moly. That's what they want to do. They want to bring fear and anxiety around, and a sense of hopelessness around a union. Huh. There's an official person who's working this. There's an official person who doesn't want to lose his status. He's facing poverty. He's facing poverty. If these two people come together, he's facing poverty because they're going to gain the sudden wealth. So they have to do whatever they can to stop this union. And the only way that they can do it now is to cause paranoia and doubt and a sense of hopelessness. And the only way that they can do that is to actually interfere and send in all of these false people to try to mess it up. So they're coming in very quickly. Very quickly, there's this unexpected income coming in. So very quickly, there's an unexpected income coming. The hope, the hope is that they can flip this Empress. Whoa. Hold up. So very quickly, there's an unexpected income coming, and this mature woman has received the message about it. Is there any more in here? No. They want to flip this Empress. They want to flip her marriage. They want to stop her marriage. They want to flip the Empress, because right now the Empress is upright. She's coming into a wish come true. And she's very strong. And she's seen as somebody, She's been approved and accepted. And this one, he's losing his status and he's working with this mature woman. They want to flip that Empress upside down. They want to stop her marriage and they want to steal her abundance. It's there. The abundance is there in the outcome. We need to clarify who's walking away with this abundance. Well, it's not going to be the wealthy man. There's creativity and romance, heart and proposals in the outcome, but then we've got this imprisonment too. That wealthy man, he's going to lose his wealth and he's going to gain imprisonment is what he's going to gain. He's losing his wealth and he's going to be imprisoned on the distant horizons. I'll be really happy when 2024 rolls around. I'm hoping that this story, morphs into something more pleasant because it's ridiculous, that you can't see the beauty of somebody's efforts. All you can see is the vile tragedy of a thief, I don't know. So he can't get this Empress out of his mind. He's ruthless. Absolutely unpredictable and ruthless. He's going to be impulsive, very spontaneous, unpredictable, because he wants to bring about a death to this abundance for the Empress. He wants to kill her abundance. He wants to kill the thought that she has in her head that she's a limitless being and can manifest whatever she desires. He wants to put an ending to her abundant thoughts and life. He's ruthless. He will do anything that he can think of to make this happen because he is connected to this. Be wary of anybody who's entering your life right now. We've got a lot of puppets in this world. So he's challenged because he's got these attachments to the lower vibrational entities, and he's challenged. He's trying to get out of adjudication. He's facing adjudication. It's coming up. He doesn't want to be under adjudication. He's challenged by this grief. He's challenged because he's losing everything. He's challenged because he's under adjudication. He wants to get out from under adjudication. He's in grief because he's losing everything. He knows that this Empress is strong and that she is seen as, she's been accepted. She's been socially accepted. So, he knows that she's courageous. She's been socially accepted, and they're in the courthouse right now. They both could be very well in the courthouse right now. Like, who knows? Like, maybe there's an actual court case going on. Whether it be a physical court or a spiritual court. He could have addictions, destructive behaviors. He's in fear. He's in fear. He's in court. He's in fear. He's in fear. He thought he was going to be able to dump this onto this empress. That's his hope. That's in the hopes and fears section. The hope is to flip the empress and to stop the marriage so that he can like attach all this to her. She's too high vibrational right now. He has to flip her. So that means there's got to be some sort of a tragedy, right? A swift, unexpected shift, something that will cause her to be knocked off her square and flipped, emotionally, mentally destabilized, maybe even physically, like totally destabilized. That's what they're hoping, is that they can flip the entire life and then stop her happy marriage. They've employed a King of Cups here. His intention is to get this wish come true, is to get this house. To take risks and fearlessly cause some sort of a hesitation. He wants somebody to hesitate. He wants her to hesitate. Or maybe he is hesitating. Maybe he wants the wish come true in the house, the seat in the house, but maybe he's holding back. Maybe he's hesitating. Maybe he sees somebody as a friend, or maybe he's somebody's friend. So he's either doing a favor for a friend, or he's here because he's a friend to the Empress, perhaps. Maybe he sees her as a friend, and that's why he's hesitating. Maybe he wants to have a life of service, where he has the freedom to create his own happiness. Maybe he'd rather have a life with friends than out here killing people all the damn time for profit. Maybe he wants to turn his life around. We've got a Knight of Wands coming in fast, sexy, fearless. They don't want anybody to know about a message of concern that they received. They're worried it's going to bring about some change. Ooh, they're blaming people. They're blaming people because their plan failed. Their plan failed, and now they got to actually get physically involved. They have to actually physically involve themselves now. Like, that's incriminating, right? It's one thing to hide in the mental space and all the ethers, you know, but it's another thing when you have to actually be present. Yeah, so this official person's been working very hard. He's facing poverty. He knows that if these Two of Cups comes together, that they're going to get this sudden wealth and he's going to be in poverty. He's denying their success. He's in denial over their success. So they're already successful. They're coming together. These ones just won't back off. They're in court. They're in court. They're in adjudication. They're grieving and they're in fear, and they won't stop. They won't just say, okay, I guess I'm deserving of this is my reward for what I've been doing. They're like, no, this isn't my reward, and they're not willing to accept their fate. They believe that they're in control of their own fate, and they don't think that anybody, no court, nobody has the right to tell them that they can't have what they want. They're in denial. They're in denial over the success of these Two of Cups. Very swiftly, there's an unexpected income coming in. This mature woman has received a message. Well, that's the way it was. So, all right. So she's received a message. So, imagination in the upright. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So, in her imagination, she's not connected to her intuition. Okay, so we've got indecision here. I use my intuition in all aspects of life, but it's in the reverse. So she's indecisive. She's not connected to her intuition. She's stuck in her imagination, and she's not at peace. And she's not at peace. So she's, whatever message she got, she's not at peace. She doesn't know what to do, and she's stuck in her head. And this unexpected income is coming in very quickly. They want to flip the Empress and stop her marriage. All these people targeted one person in order to destroy her happy home life, in order to steal her love and her abundance. She's an Empress. She's already suffered and achieved great things simply by overcoming all of this, probably many times from these ones, and they've been getting away with it, and they mean to do it again. They're here attacking vigorously. They don't mean to stop. They're in court. I don't even know if it's possible for them to flip her and stop this marriage now, because even if they were to flip her and stick this to them, the courts know that they're in court, right? Or maybe they don't know. Maybe this is all in their head at this point, and they haven't actually entered the courtroom because judication is upside down. So they're challenged because they're coming under judication, but it hasn't happened yet. Maybe because it's in the reverse. There's an ending coming to their abundance, and in order for them to get it, they have to flip this Empress. She is this man's target, and she's also very courageous. She finds the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So even though they're trying to dump whatever they're trying to dump on her to flip her, whatever they're doing to try to flip her, she's facing that fear with courage. In the outcome, we do have giving and receiving. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So there is balance, and there's a sharing of the wealth, a generosity. This person, this wealthy man who's no longer wealthy, he's facing imprisonment. He's facing imprisonment for bringing all this adversity, for bringing all this challenge. And on the distant horizons, we've got romance, proposals, following the heart, knight in shining armor on the distant horizons, and it's going to be very honest. So these ones are getting cleared out. They're facing imprisonment right there for bringing adversity against us. So even though it's not safe right now, it's being cleared out. It's being addressed. There is a tension on this situation, and it isn't just from the interferers. So we've got a masculine with death on the mind. He's got an ending to all of his abundance, and he's behaving ruthlessly. He's like so mad. He's like, I'm not giving up my wealth. I'm not giving up dominating you. He has very high expectations, and that means you belong to him, regardless of what anybody else says, including yourself. It just simply doesn't matter. Your property and everything that you have earned and everything that has been gifted to you belongs to him. It could be he's trying to avoid an accident, or he's not able to bring an accident. So he wants to bring about an ending to, or he's experiencing an ending to his abundance right now, and he's very ruthless and impulsive. He's very pissed off, and he's very mad at this Empress, because this Empress may have decided not to contract with him. She could have been contracted with him in spirit or in an actual marriage, and she could have said, you know what, I'm getting a divorce, we're going to court, and I'm not going to be with you. And it could be that he's really pissed off now, and he is thinking about bringing an accident, or he's not able to bring about an accident, or he wants to avoid an accident. He's trying to avoid danger. He wants to avoid danger, and the only way that he can avoid danger for himself is to ruthlessly dump his shit onto the Empress. He's attached to all of these darker, lower vibrational patterns and practices. He's facing judication for these particular things that he has enjoyed profiting from, doing and being. He's in grief right now because he's losing his abundance. It's being redistributed to the Empress through the court system here. And he's in grief. He's challenged because of this gain, because this is the conclusion. This is the conclusion of his gain. This is the conclusion of his profit. This is the conclusion of his ability to grow anything, because he needed her energy, essence, and presence to make it happen. And she's not working with him anymore. She's like, no, I'm taking my strength. I'm taking my spirituality. And I'm going away. He's challenged because that is the end of his ability to profit off of her. He's afraid of going to the courthouse. He's in fear because he's the one with the attachments to these lower vibrational entities and practices and patterns. He's the one with these attachments, not her. She's moving on. And he's like, no, come back here. I need to stick this on you. I need you to pay my debt, Empress. He's furious. He's mad. It's really unpleasant. He's so angry that he was not able to dump this on you. You totally screwed up his plans. It wasn't supposed to go this way. It may have gone a different way before. I mean, it wasn't supposed to go this way. You were supposed to just, But in the recent past, it looks like you may have a friend. A King of Cups. You have a friend who is a King of Cups. He is a tolerant leader, balanced and compassionate. He's serving justice. He's serving up a big old plate of justice. With a smile. His intention and expectation is to hold back those fools who are making bad choices when it comes to this wish come true, this house, this stability and freedom. His intention and expectation is to get a wish come true, is to move up on this house, to be of service, to have the freedom to create his own happiness. But we've also got here the Fool in the reverse, and that's a new beginning in the reverse. So we got all this good stuff here, but then we've got this somebody trying to flip the new beginning of this Nine of Cups. Or maybe he wants to bring justice on those who are trying to do such a thing. He's bringing justice on those who have been making bad choices, taking risks in regard this Nine of Cups, this house. Somebody is trying to run away from a message of concern. They're worried. They're blaming each other because their plans failed and things are changing. They're sending forth this Knight of Wands. He's running forward, but there won't be any compromise. He's in a third party situation. He's trying to suck somebody into a third party situation. And it could be he wants to hide. They want to hide it. See, they're trying to hide it, but you already know. You already know. This is like freaking game. So of course you're not gonna get involved with that. You're like, well, get out. So they're making plans they're making ambitious plans to come forward and bring a sense of hopelessness to this Two of Cups, who's gaining a sudden wealth. They're successful. They know that there's no greater goal than the love. They've earned a reward, and there's an official person who's been working against this union, and he's coming in the physical. He's making plans to physically come because he's facing poverty and he's in denial. And he's like, no, this isn't going to happen. I'm going to go here and I'm going to interrupt this union. So he's physically planning on moving here to wherever this Empress is to interrupt this Two of Cups. And he's working with a mature woman. Yeah. So he's facing an ending, and they want a destiny swap. There's an endless death that he's facing, an experience that's full of poverty. And they're working right now. They want a destiny swap with this Two of Cups. There's a mature woman, and this official person is here trying to destiny swap with this Empress and her partner. Because they're facing a death. They're facing an ending of all of their abundance and their good life. So they're relying on their coaches. They're relying on their coaches. They want to they're not able though to separate, to bring a separation to this marriage. They're not able to bring about a separation to this marriage. They're using all of their knowledge to do so, but they're not able to do so. Instead, they could be getting ill and experiencing loss themselves. They know that they are. They're facing poverty. They could be losing things. They're furious. They're in fear. They could be very well losing things right now. I mean, things could be very well shifting. It's in the environment. Very quickly, this income is shifting. And this mature woman has got the message. She's all up in her head. She's disconnected from intuition, and she has no peace. We've got indulgence here. So she's thinking about indulgence. Why is she thinking about indulgence? She's thinking about, she wants that abundance. She wants that life of indulgence. She's not at peace right now. She's got a message. What's the message, Spirit, that this mature woman is receiving regarding this unexpected income? She doesn't get it. That's the message. She doesn't get it. The unexpected income is quickly coming in. It's in the environment, but this mature woman has received a message. Her life of indulgence is over. She does not get. She does not get it. So their intention and expectation was to flip the Empress and to stop her marriage. She accepted what was happening with courage, and she has the inner strength to face whatever fear they try to dump on her with confidence. It could be that she's awkward. It could be that she doesn't have a lot of information. It could be that she's kind of walking blindly, but she's got a team, a family, who works on her behalf. the other side. As union with spirit. So they're here helping her face whatever these tricks are, these hidden tricks, these awkward things that she's not able to see, that these ones are trying to trick her with. They're helping her face them. They're collaborating with her. They're helping her. She's not alone. These ones that, they thought that, that's what they like to do. They like to target people who are alone, right? Who don't have a support system, who are vulnerable, and people who are born into families of narcissists, usually they're considered the black sheep, and they usually take a lot of heat from a collective, a home life collective that sees them as different and like my mother, the last thing she said to me was that I talk too much. That was the last thing she said to me. And when your own family makes you feel bad for even trying to share yourself in any way at all, I mean, it's difficult to overcome that and find your value and find your sense of self-worth when your environment has assured you for many decades that you don't have any. Well, that's what these ones do. They place specific bright souls within these family units that are meant to just crush their spirit and strip them of their heart song and their desire to live authentically, and form them into somebody who's just a yes sir, no sir kind of a person. That works because if you put one individual in an environment that has got several other individuals that are all narcissistic and they gang up, man, it's a freaking challenge. And I know many of you have gone through this challenge. You have been facing some of the most horrific, physically, emotionally, mentally challenging circumstances over and over again. And there may have come a time when you said to self, you know what, I'm just going to step back from this for a while, and I'm going to ground myself, and I'm going to get in touch. And when you did that, and you started releasing all that baggage that people had been making you carry, you discovered that you're not so bad. So anyway, we flipped out a whole lot of cards here for the outcome. So let's just see what it is, okay? Just gonna read through them. So we've got blessing. Yes, we've got a blessing here, and that is the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Charity, sharing. The stubborn and arrogant strategy that this wealthy man and his mature woman brought about for this empress. It didn't work. He wasn't able to bring about conflict or nightmares to her. He sent her a whole lot of adversity as a team, thinking probably that she was alone. I don't know, how can he even think that she's alone if she made it all the way to empress status? I mean, obviously, yeah, she's got it together, but she's also got a team. You just don't get there without a team. A very special and unique team. Not like these ones who came against her, trying to bring conflict and nightmares because they were unsuccessful. They were wearing masks, trying to come in to knock her out of her status of self love. It's like, don't love yourself. Or maybe they're wearing masks pretending like they love themselves, but they don't actually love themselves. They don't actually love themselves, but they're wearing a mask pretending like they do. So they want to come in and hook up with you so that they can attach to your blessing. They're in a nightmare. They weren't able to offload that nightmare onto you and bring you conflict. You were supposed to manage that adversity for them. The rituals that they did didn't work against these sweethearts. It backfired. These ones aren't going to get any eternal love, and they're not even going to get any adventure. Because even though they may have caused confusion for the female, the Empress, she didn't fall into a trap. Even though they wanted her in a state of stress. They didn't want her to be able to relax. She got some good news. Or maybe her good news is that those who came against her aren't able to relax. I don't know. But their luck must have ran out. Their luck ran out. These friends, yeah, the friends, see, they're fresh out of ideas. There's vitality and creativity here for those who hold the blessing. But it's not this group of friends. They're fresh out of ideas. Oh, there's more in here. Goodness gracious. Oh. They're in fright. They're being rejected. They're going to be homeless and lonely and sick. That Empress is getting a gift. This was just a training session, and she passed. She got all kinds of experience, and now she's getting her family because she has alliances, and it's time. She could have known, before this whole thing started, that there was a specific schedule that everybody was working with, like some particular point in time when all of this was going to conclude. These ones are overloaded and overwhelmed. They're protesting this in a big way. They're facing confinement. They want to apologize. They're seeking forgiveness but they're being stopped. It's like, hey, get out of here. You need to go earn some merit. Okay. You need to go learn how to reach your goals. You need to set goals, other than stealing from somebody. You need to set a goal, and then you need to learn how to reach your goal. You need to find a purpose other than dominating and cursing sweethearts. who deserve mercy. These ones, man, they're bound to their commitments now. They're bound to their contracts. This is their profession. Stealing and cursing and dominating divine unions through their religious practices. They're under an illusion that all of this real estate actually belongs to them. There's evidence of the mental disturbances that they have caused for people. And the bribes that they took to come against this reunion and bully the Empress and try to rob her of her peace. She triumphed. It was her fate to triumph over this. They probably knew about it. Some sort of, I don't know. Maybe somebody was running cards on the situation or getting psychic readings or something. But it could be that the Empress was prepared, and whomever is working with her, it looks like this King of Cups is working with her to deliver justice in regard to what they've been doing, these bad, reckless things that they've been doing, coming against her house and stuff. He's bringing justice against that. She's having sweet dreams now. These ones were all stuck in their pride, wanting a life of extravagance and a life of third wheels. They don't want committed sacred unions. They don't want committed sacred unions, man. They just want to love stuff. They want the abundance. They want to love the stuff, but they don't give a crap about sacred union or relationship. And that's the wealth, is the sacred union. That's where all of this comes from. And it stems and starts with sacred union with self. And that's all that going inside, getting in that darkness, being within that cocoon and transforming. You're A-okay. If you're the Empress, you're A-okay. You persevered through all these challenges. You and your team survived all of these natural disasters, these risks that were thrown at you. Hey guys, please remember that this is all for entertainment purposes only. I look at it like a soap opera. It's just a story. To me, it's a mental practice on weaving a story with cue cards. Okay? Entertainment only. Don't take any of this stuff too seriously, okay? First and foremost, go within and connect with self, and then move forward according to your intuition. These are fun. It's fun to check out, but it isn't the at all end all or end all get all or whatever you want to call it. It's a tool, like many other tools. It can be helpful or harmful. And words are spells, and so just be very careful over what kind of story you allow to be spoken over your personal life, or what stories you accept as your own personal story. It's important that you not allow another to mold you or your story. Don't make this fit for you if it doesn't fit. It could be for somebody in your in your arena, or it could just be a story. Either way, let's get some of these cards as a final pull and just see what they say. So we've got this man here, and he is trying to get out of an accident. He's trying to get out of danger. There's an ending to his abundance. He can't manifest anything. He needs this Empress in order to manifest anything. He's behaving very ruthlessly right now, and he's being impulsive because everything is in ruins. Everything is falling away. And there's a long, long road ahead of him. He's challenged because he's got attachments to lower vibrational entities and patterns and practices. He's under adjudication, and he's in grief because he's losing everything. This is the end. This is the conclusion of his game. It's the conclusion of his game. It's the death to his abundance. He uses love as an emotional escape. So he uses love as an escape route. So he's got these attachment to these lower vibrational entities, and he knows that this Empress is in the upright, and he knows that his shit is so freaking dark. He needs an upright Empress to fix this for him. He needs a strong, spiritually rich Empress. And he needs to attach to her so that he can escape his fate. He wants to attach to her so that she can carry the burden of his load. Only she can manage it in a way that is reasonable. Only she has the strength to carry that freaking load. And it's going to hurt her. It will hurt her bad because she's not that. I mean, he wants to take her from up here, and he wants to go and drag her down here and make her carry that load. He's in court right now, and he's in fear, and he's furious, and his partners are furious, whoever his partners are. He's furious because he has offended love. And he's paying the consequences. He burned it all up. Those who loved him, he burned them bad. He burned them. And now he's upset because she won't carry the freaking load anymore. He's like, he burned her. And she's like, get out of here. So she has a friend, or there's a friend here. We got pieces. So this friend, he's helping bring about justice. And this says, pieces, you always pick up the pieces when things fall apart. Now look for the complete package. This King of Cups is interested in this Empress. He sees her as a friend, and he sees her as a complete package. He sees that she's a wish come true. She's got this house. She's a person that feels good when she's in service, when she's helping others. She's a free free individual. She possesses the power and the free will to create her own happiness. He could be holding back, experiencing some indecision. It's risky when you're putting your heart out there, right? Especially when you got all this other garbage coming around. And they're sending around garbage, to try to trick people. Oh. So whatever this is, the intention and expectation, it's ending. Justice is here. In the recent past, justice is here. There's friends are bringing justice. There's a balanced and an emotionally stable King of Cups, picking up the pieces, looking for the complete package. Intention and expectation is to bring about an ending, I think. Yeah, there's new beginnings. So there's two endings. He wants an ending. Is his intention to bring about an ending to this wish come true? It could be that justice has been served to this King of Cups and his friends. And it could be that there's an ending. There's ending here twice. It could be that there's an ending to this person's stability. There's an ending to their Nine of Cups, to their house, to their ability to help others, to their freedom, to their ability to manifest and create happiness. There's an ending to his power. Justice is being served with the intention and expectation of bringing about endings twice. For making bad choices, for taking risks. He's got all this beautiful stuff here, and then there's ending twice, because justice has been served in the recent past to this King of Cups and his friends, with the expectation and intention of bringing about endings to his wish come true, his house, and his ability to be of service, to his freedom, and to his power to manifest and create happiness. Wow. This King of Cups, it sounds like he messed up. And his friends too. Wow. There's a Knight of Wands, a young person wanting to come in. He's behaving really unpredictable because he's facing change. He's trying to avoid this message of concern. He's worried about this change. They're blaming each other. They're blaming each other, and they're unable to reach a compromise. They don't know what to do now. They're worried. What they tried to do failed. And now they feel like they're all alone in this situation. Somebody's actually traveling. They want to come. They have to be present because the way that they've been working, it hasn't been working. So they have to be present in the physical. And they're working. This official person is working, using all of his knowledge to bring about a disease or an illness and a loss to this Two of Cups, to this marriage, because he's facing poverty and he's in denial. He could be experiencing himself, he could be experiencing depression and nightmares and anxiety, because this Two of Cups is coming together with this sudden wealth. They're very successful. They know that there's no greater goal than to love. They weren't able to separate them. They're coming together in their marriage. And these people, they're trying to connect. They're trying to connect. They're trying to connect. They want you, they want to tempt you. They see that your marriage is here, but they want to tempt you and insert themselves in between you and your actual divine counterpart. Very quickly, this unexpected income is happening. This mature woman, she's received a message that the life of indulgence she was expecting, it's not going to happen, because she's not getting the savings, she's not getting the wealth. That was all in her head. She's disconnected from intuition. She's stuck in her imagination. She has no peace, and things are really rocky. Things are really rocky because she operates on the dark side, and the dark side keeps her from enjoying love. So it's going to steal everything she has. This dark side is stealing everything she has. They were hoping that they could flip the Empress and stop this marriage. And they blinded her. They collaborated to blind her. They worked to blind her. But she acted with courage. She found the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And she has a very spiritually rich life. She has a very sincere connection to spirit. She prays a lot. They didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on to it. Forgiving helps you get past it. And this is true. But to me, forgiving is not about, like, it's not about making everything okay between you. It's about releasing the connection to whatever person, place, thing, event, argument, trauma event, whatever that is. It's like releasing the connection to it, and then doing the necessary work to heal from that, and then just not involving yourself with it anymore, letting it go. So they're saying they didn't mean to hurt you, and you're holding on to it. Well, they did mean to hurt you. They did mean to hurt you. But that doesn't mean you need to hold on to it. Let it go. So you're coming into a blessing. A lot of vitality. You're going to grow things. You're going to create things. You're going to start all kinds of new projects. And like all things new, when you first start them out, it's like you feel like a child and you stumble and maybe you mess up and maybe somebody laughs and they say, and you say, oh, well, I'm not very good at that. But as in all things, the more we do it, the more expertise we gain. We get quicker at it. We get more intuitive with it. We realize there are better ways to do it, less wasteful, less costly, faster, all this stuff. But in the beginning, it's like a child learning how to walk. It really looks bad. And it takes a long time to get good at it. So just don't give up because you're coming into this. So receive, give, symbiosis, symbiotic relationships, sharing the wealth, sharing the prosperity. So let's read these other cards again because there's a lot of them here and I piled them all up on each other. So let's just go through these real quick before I pull these. So we've got somebody who's lost their wealth. They're facing imprisonment. They brought you a whole bunch of adversity. They weren't able to bring you conflict though. You didn't participate. You're like, nah. You didn't get involved in their nightmares. You're like, I'm not involved in your nightmares. So they weren't able to bring you any nightmares. They weren't able to take your self-love. They were wearing a whole bunch of masks, trying to upset this sweetheart deal, doing a whole bunch of rituals, but they didn't work. They wanted to take away your adventure and your eternal love, but you didn't fall into the trap. They wanted you to hesitate. But you could have received some encouragement from somebody. They wanted to take your peace. They wanted to strip you of your luck. They wanted to strip you of your friends and your ability to have any ideas. They wanted you in fright and rejected. They were very arrogant in their strategies coming against you. But they lost. They wanted you to feel like you had been abandoned. But now they feel lost. You might be leaving. Or they might be leaving. Somebody's leaving. Taking it as far as you can go. Walking away is the best thing you can do. It's over. It's over. There have been many flames and things have been really hard. There's been a lot of childish activities going on and everybody's tired and the whole thing that they built is crumbling down and they're crushed. Their emotional needs aren't being met anymore. They're acting aggressively. They feel broken and there's a lot of secrets. They have to face it. They're tangled up in a bunch of anxiety. They feel empty inside. And they've neglected what was important. And now they feel like they're drowning in guilt. And they're struggling and grieving. They're looking for an exit plan. They feel like they're all adrift. They got caught up in the whirlwind trying to gain a conquest over this divine union, over this empress. It was all just a game till they fell down a rabbit hole. And became very distant. That's too bad. King of Cups got wound up with that. That's too bad. A long journey brings rewards. A close friend acts on your behalf. Reckless actions lead to conflict. You will be guided through darkness, and you are destined to succeed. The forces of nature favor you. Use your skills to aid others. Your secrets are safe. You'll have good fortune and friendship. Your surroundings are undergoing a transition. Your abilities will be enhanced. And bright new prospects are on the horizon. Okay? Honest. Honest. Balanced. Beneficial. Purposeful. Honest. On the distant horizon. These cards are the same. Nope, not quite. Okay. So, the pathway. The pathway is clear on the distant horizons. You're moving forward. And what these false people did in a family room to try to gain a gift with a main male has them going on a journey now where they're going to toil and labor for a privileged lady and a mature man. A bunch of thieves who don't, their courtships end, all their relationships end. There's a fella here who's very concerned about a main female of high honor. They were expecting her new beginning and her great fortune, but that's been changed. The lovers get it. And this whole community could be in bad health now and in despair also. Soap operas. What was that? What was that? The days of our lives. The days of our lives, or something like that. It's so dramatic sometimes. All we can really do is just say, wow, right? And try to get along with it the best we can, knowing that on the other side of winter is summer, on the other side of fall is spring, on the other side of anger is love, and on the other side of hate is forgiveness. And so if we can not lose sight of the pendulum swing when we are in our darkest moments, then we are assured the strength to reach the other side. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.